I'm just going to do a cold open and pretend that I have been making videos this whole time. Because, I don't know, I'll probably do a video being like, hey, where have I been? And things like that at some point. But that's a lot of pressure, and I just wanted to do something fun. And fun for me is Guild Wars 2 Super Adventure Box Tribulation Mode. Okay, that's a lot of words, but I'll explain it as I start doing it. So this is a festival in Guild Wars 2 that originally started as a whatchamacallit? April Fool's joke, where they made essentially a in-universe video game platformer, and it expanded since then and has a complicated history. But it is one of my favorite things, and it's a lot of fun. The second time I released it, they added a new mode to it, which is Tribulation Mode, which, my camera is over here. Hi, I'm still getting used to this again. They added this Tribulation Mode, which is, if you're familiar with, like, Impossible Mario or variants thereon, of, you're running along and, oh, look, there's an invisible block that drops you into a pit or something like that. It's like that, but for Super Adventure Box. And I rather enjoy it, and they have unique weapon sets, and I am almost done with my weapon set for World 1. All I have left is the staff, so I want to grab that. And that's, what I'm going to be doing. So, yeah. Normally this is, potentially rage-inducing and things like that. Maybe not suitable for the sort of things I do with my videos, but I find it quite relaxing. And also, this is the 16th time I've done this. I did a fair few in past years, but I have done it about 10 times this year, because this year my goal for Super Adventure Box was to finish this set. I'll worry about World 2 tomorrow, or next year. So you come in here, World 2. I will be using a marker pack because, I did it the first time on my own, but when you're doing it 16 times, it is helpful to just have a marker pack. I'm using Blish HUD. Highly recommend. Great add-on. I am using Tekkett's pack, just because it is the main good one. He is a contentious individual when it comes to various things, but he makes a good marker pack, and his views are not reflected necessarily in how to do this good. So jumping in here, this is the opening to World 1. Normally there aren't spikes here. Many things will kill you. I'll give like a casual explanation. This isn't meant to be a walkthrough. It's just kind of a, hey, I'm almost done with this. I wanted to make a video. This is something I do. I like turning on action cam. I think I've made like one Guild Wars video ever on the channel, which is weird considering how much I've played Guild Wars. I've played since Guild Wars 1, and I was being lazy there. Oh yeah, there's these rocks that will come up and try to kill you. The helpful hand's right there. This hand will shoot down at our face and try to kill us. That's okay. Some of those flowers will also kill you. Like right that. So that's fun. I do have the infinite continue coin, which is really, honestly, it's one of those things where it's like you probably get away with, once you're good at Tribulation Mode, to do it without the infinite continue coin. But yeah. But to get to that point, you'd need it anyway. So, who knows? Oh, I have to remember how to edit videos and edit my audio. Oh, just gonna hop around. So, this marker pack has a few like skips and detours you can make. I don't actually do any of the World 1 ones, just because it's one of those things where it's just like, my consistency on them is not great. There's one here that requires a little bit of fancy. Oh, okay, or I'll just get it by hand. I'm usually moving a bit faster because I'm not talking. My consistency just isn't worth the time of trying to make it work. It's also one of those things where it's just like, once you're done with the weapon sets, there's not a whole lot of incentive to do Tribulation Mode. Just because, yeah, you can get 2 extra baubles a day per world that you do, but it isn't actually significantly, doesn't actually have that significant of rewards. I mean, I have my own complaints about, just in general, the rewards that SAB gives for actually playing it. I don't know. I feel like the 2% chance of getting a super adventure weapon is just like, it's like, yeah, it's cool, but it's just, you go days and days and days without like getting it. Like, it's, almost 2 weeks into the festival, and I just got my first super adventure weapon this year, and I've been running World 1 and 2, normal mode, and World 1 Trib mode every day, which is, 9 chests, and I hadn't gotten that, and that's, that's RNG, but I don't know. It would be nice to have some more, excitement when you open the chest, because it's just, right now it's just way too low to actually, reasonably, like, be hopeful. It's just kind of like a expect disappointment. And it's like one of those things, like, I enjoy it, and yeah, you can get a lot of weapons and stuff from baubles and whatnot, but, And this part is, that's a rookie mistake, for this section. So this is one of the checkpoints. There's also the Tribulation Modes adds these clouds with you have to bring a balloon to the cloud, and it makes a different checkpoint that you can use. 1 second, I'm just actually, okay, never mind. Which, it gives you some extra checkpoints. That's just some of that's, I think, the first hidden spikes. This is a change from when they first released Tribulation Mode. Normally the spikes would completely disappear, but now they actually remain back, which makes it a little bit more, viable to actually, like, try to, brute force your way to it. That right there was a jump dodge, which is a very useful skill to have if you want to do Tribulation Mode. Essentially, I'll do it again up here in a moment. It's a technique where you jump and dodge at the same time, which makes you go faster, because while you are dodging, you are accidentally not jumping and falling into spikes. But while you're dodging, you're technically moving at swiftness speed, so you do move 33% farther. And it's also just a useful tool for, driving puzzles in general and normal mode. And but I mean, if you have access to swiftness, jump dodging in the open world is not useful. It's just you can't get swiftness in Super Adventure Box, so it's a little bit more important. In open world, I main Daredevil, and I use the mobility dodge when. Okay, I'm just failing at these things because I'm busy talking, but that's okay because I've missed talking to y'all. I mean, I wasn't going to have a reason like why I've been gone, but I moved, and I just hadn't set up a good setup, and I still don't have a great setup. I'm doing it right now because there's some natural lighting, but I don't have a good lighting setup yet. I'm working on that. I actually have all the lighting that I want to do, but I just haven't set it up yet. That's a Tribulation Cloud. This is really the only one we have to worry about in all of World 1. But we're just going to run away. There's another skip up there, but that skip I have actually never been able to successfully do. Maybe once, but it just takes way too long. But we have to go through the maze here. They had spikes to some of the turns in the maze. And the thing to know is that the Tribulation Cloud is still chasing you through the maze. We might see him hang out down there. Oh no, maybe he didn't this time. That's alright. Bye-bye, Tribulation Cloud. And we'll see him again, but we'll be up high and he won't be a danger to us. The Tribulation Cloud isn't hard. The main thing is just it adds kind of like a time limit. It might make you panic and then mistake and then something else will kill you. That's the actual danger of the Tribulation Cloud. I did all like the shops and the secrets and stuff in Trip Mode on this ages ago, so I'm just doing the main route. And I already did. Crap. These monkeys are far worse than Tribulation Cloud, not gonna lie. Yeah. Oh, crap. crap. Okay, that was close to actually falling off the edge, and that would have been made me a very sad lily. Just gonna clear out some of these. I don't actually know if I'm gonna have in-game sound. Probably not, just because it isn't super, you know, the standards of my thing. Because, you know, whenever the Tribulation crowd's up, it switches to, like, you know, a metal version of the, Oh, right, there's lava there. It switches to a metal version of the music. Now this is going on right now, and I'd highly recommend at least checking out normal mode, because it's a fun platformer, and it's a neat thing within the game itself. I do want to make some more Guild Wars videos, because, I don't know, at least do, like, you know, here's a tour of my account and, like, all my characters and whatnot, because, I don't know, I put effort into their looks and whatnot. I also make, like, an End of Dragons thoughts video, because I've played a lot of End of Dragons, the new expansion that came out a little over a month ago now. Overall, very good, very happy. Like, have had a lot of fun with End of Dragons. Yay! Alright, and now we're at the boss. There's nothing too much different in the boss from the normal mode, just there's some spikes, which is fine. Actually fine, I don't know. It's not hard, it's just you whack the cage and get out of the way when he lasers you. World 2 bosses have a little bit more going on, but come on. Because yeah, I actually have to dodge because they do like a big like spin attack. Here we are. Alright. Come on. Actually, grab them all, please. Alright, it just, you know, there's, you know, spikes over here. And there's World 2. There's spikes in World 2 over there that are annoying. But, not World 2, Zone 2. And speaking of Zone 2, we're on to Zone 2 now. That was what, like, It takes me about half an hour to clear Tribulation Mode World 1, these days. I say this is probably one of the last days I'm going to run it this year. And honestly, unless there's better rewards that they add to it, or like, you know, any uses, because it's like the items that you get these coins that make the weapon skins with, and unless they give a better use for those or add other extra rewards at the end of it, I don't see myself doing, like, spending the extra time to do trip mode for World 1 when I don't have anything else. This is where the Tribulation Cloud is for this one, but we are just going to mostly just ignore him, because we can just... He might be chasing us, but as soon as we go into this next section, it won't be a problem. Kill the spider. Alright, I'll kill you normally. Fine. Alright, this next section is a little bit tricky. It recommends jump, and then jump dodge, because that rangy rock will do that. I find this technique to be much more consistent, where you just jump that one to that one, back, and then across, because, I don't know. I just find it easier and more consistent. I'm not trying to speedrun this, I'm just trying to be consistent. This one you can just jump. There's gonna be a monkey that comes down here. I'm actually just gonna use my elite. Because, I mean, the elite resets whenever you die, so might as well use it. I am very bad at this part. This hand will probably kill me, or I'll try to dodge it, and that can I actually just go underneath and it'll... Oh yeah, okay. I discovered a technique to just go under the leaf to trigger the hand on my last run, and I immediately die after triggering the checkpoint. So that's fun. But yeah. But yeah, no, I'd like to do more some Guild Wars content, because, I like Guild Wars. This next section isn't hard, it's just where the invisible spikes are, so it's like, if you're following a path like this, it's not a big deal. I consider trying to do this without the path, just be like, oh yes, let me show off my mad skills, but I'm just like, that just is a good way to show me dying a lot more. And it's just relaxing, and this is what I do to relax, and there's hidden spikes there. Nothing's more relaxing than hidden spikes. But yeah, no. I don't know what else to talk about in this section. Honestly, we're past that last section. There is the hardest part. Oh, I hate the snake. The snake is bad, and it annoys me because I'm just gonna kill you now. Oh, that snake. Oh crap. That snake's annoying because he follows you into this room. And as you'll see in a second, I tend to get stuck and try after getting the balloon, and it's like not in like a lethal way, but it's just like when there is a okay. When there's a snake in there, it's just like now it's time pressured, and I have to like I'm now rushing and panicking, and like I gotta get unstuck, and it's just like no, snake must die for Lily's blood pressure. I go. Am I just hitting the top? I haven't struggled on that part before. Weird. I suppose it's probably because I'm slightly distracted. I say looking and checking my audio levels and then falling into spikes. I should have actually checked. I guess I checked the video of like how many times I've died this run. Okay, Lily, focus. This isn't that hard. This isn't World 2. World 2 trip mode is awful. I mean, I'll take World 1 trip mode over, like, just doing, World 2s and 3 any day. Like, the full thing, not, like, skipping it with the shortcut. But, Alright, got my balloon. Bounce, bounce around. This section is mostly just from leaves. There's lots of hidden spikes and stuff, but because, because there's a path, it isn't that bad. Right, next checkpoint. Kill the snake. Right, this one, this rock is here. I just dodged into it and then failed to do that again. Fortunately, that was not a lethal way. And now we're past it. This is generally smooth sailing for the rest of the way. Boop, boop, boop. This path skips that balloon because there's really no reason to grab it if you know where you're going. Like, it's one of those things where, yeah, grab it if you, like, don't know where the spikes are, don't know what you're doing, if you're trying to, like, freeform it your first time. But it doesn't matter that much. Also, just in general, don't go for baubles while you're in, trip mode, because A, they're not worth that much anyway, it's not that important, and B, a lot of them are just trapped. That leaf is trapped. The center of this mushroom is trapped. Alright, here we are. There's a balloon over there that you can bring up here, but honestly, it is more effort to jump over that than it's worth. The literal only hard part of this whole this next section is there's spikes right in front of the thing, which you just jump around. And then it is pretty smooth sailing until the end of the zone. And I jump down and go boop, bloop, bloop, and get hit by an angry rock as I fly up. And there's the boss. Oh no, angry hand. Hi, I've been doing this a lot lately. This one is hard. All of the bits of the tree that are jutting out are spiked. And there are spikes on the opposite side from where I am. Also, don't know how I mention it, but I'm running Action Cam. I just find it nice to, I don't know, it's how I like to run Super Adventure Box, just because, I mean, you don't need to target stuff for the most part, except for, like, you know, where you're facing. And I like the ease of having click to attack so doing attacks on the run. Just because there is no auto attack or anything like that. Right? This one is where you do have to use like the whip or boomerang to get some of the bobbles on the far side. Sometimes at this point I have to go back to the hub. If you see over here, spikes. I go back to the hub because I'll have maxed out my baubles in the wallet, but I should be fine with my current amount. And on to the final zone. Sorry for the tweaking of chairs and whatnot. I'm not going to edit that out because I'm lazy. You're lucky you're getting a Why was the signet going off? That's weird. That's like the signet of it's the speed signet. Hi, I don't know my own class's names. Crap, I did not mean to drink a bottle of whatchamacallit. Let me just refill my health potions. Alright, this is a skip I do because you can do a tricky jump dodge, which I'll probably have to do several times, or you can go all the way around, up, around, up, around. It's just no. I'm just going to do this jaw dodge. It may take me a few times. It may actually just be faster to go the other way. But I am stubborn. Too far. I actually don't die most of the time. You just have to just hop back up. Hey, see? I got it. See, that was totally reasonable. You jump onto the clouds that normally block you from going that way. Like, there's two toads here, which are jerks. You just keep moving so they can't touch you. It doesn't actually matter if you get caught there. And the, I don't know what those, like, they're sticky mushrooms? I don't know. Bounce. Hop over here, hop over here, hop over here, over here. This is a tricky jump, and I honestly don't think it's supposed to be the way you're supposed to go at all, but there's spikes right here that block your way, but you can do a jump like that. Despite me getting it for the first time, I usually don't get on the first time. But I am just that pro at this game thing. Oh. Okay, so we jumped up here, and next checkpoint. Okay, this is actually going much smoother than my normal runs go on this zone. There are spikes on the middle of that leaf that we just passed, and now we're very past it. Up here's where the Tribulation Cloud is. And we're just gonna not even look at it and keep running and get hit by a monkey because they're the real enemies, and also they're, you know, upgraded version. Bananas, the worst thing in this entire game. I hate bananas so much in World 2 Zone 3. They suck. And I got monkeyed again. Okay. Alright, well, I have to reset because I got stun locked by monkeys. This is where my girlfriend would quote Edwin. Yeah. Alright, there we are. And it is generally pretty smooth sailing from here on out. This section, you have to be very precise. I honestly think that the whole log was supposed to be blocked off, but there's a very narrow path that you can take to go through there. Just keep your crosshair, if you're in action cam mode, directly on the line to that log passage, and you should be good. And be careful not to get toaded. And here we are at the boss. Alright, so this boss, normally I fall back to this block in normal mode. For Tribulation Mode, because the boss has a tendency to reset if you die, and if you mess up going back to that thing, it's an instant death, I don't bother at all. That kind of sucks. I normally like to get a jewel on the first hit before he gets stunned. So I'm just gonna hit you a bit and get the jewel for the next burn phase. These single ones you can jump over, but when he does this big flop, you just tank it. It's not a problem. Usually it's 2 attacks, then he opens his mouth, and you can do the next burn phase. Please let me do this in 2. It is theoretically it's often possible if you have the nunchucks to do in 2 burn phases. Normally it takes 3, because it just depends on where your attack chain lands. But there, we did it in 2. And that is Tribulation Mode, World 1, in honestly less than half an hour. So that was actually very good time for me. We just gotta wait out the timer, and then we will go get the final, weapon for the thing. I just need to look up actually what weapon I want to get, because I actually haven't thought about that, because you do get a free ascended weapon from it, because, from Kali's achievement, you get the Kaiser snake weapon box, which does give you an ascended weapon, but notably with a unique infusion, which is the main thing I'm going for. So the weapon I want, so I think it was between, in terms of weapons I need, I have a document of my bunch of things I'm keeping track of here. I was thinking about either scepter or sword. Scepter, sword, or staff was the ones I was looking at. Just I think maybe we'll have scepter, just because it's, I only have one ascended scepter, which is the brand new one from Spectre. So I think I am going to go with scepter. Also lets me show off the infusion here. Let's give you the King Toad Z3. I've already done this today, so there's no reason to wait this out for the extra bubble. The first time you do the cart or the robbers, you if you wait to the end, you get a free bubble. Otherwise you just get 1 bubble, so it's usually just not worth doing it, and I've already done normal mode today, so I don't have to worry about that. So, the last King Toad weapon we need is a staff. So I'm just going to go to the weaponsmith here. I'm going to weapon designs. Please give me a staff design. And we're going to just help to the guild hall real quick, because I can't use my teleport items in the box, but I can go to the guild hall. And yeah, let's go to the new place. Let's get this 1,000-seat pavilion. I know it's not great functionally. I prefer Armistice Bastion as my go-to lounge, but it's very pretty. And I appreciate that. Also, I'm really enjoying fishing. Also, I apologize for my monster of an inventory, because it is a mess. I mean, it's more organized than it was, but the fishing stuff is causing it to be a mess. It'll get cleaned up eventually. And here, oops, they're gonna fix this. They said that the range where you get thrown to Mystic Forge is way too large. And Moto staff design. And we have completed the King Toad. And now we have a Kaiser snake weapon box. So all these come with Moto's Unstable Bobble Infusion Red. And yeah, I want the Scepter. Double check, make sure I don't have the Scepter unlocked. And there we are. There is the Kaiser Snake Scepter with that. And I turn off my other particle effects. With the little red cubes, which is the big reward for completing World 1. So I am very excited about that. Oh crap, yeah, it took off my things from my Sharpo. Hi, that's annoying. But, yeah. Let me fix that real quick. Ooh, I completed World 1 Tribulation Mode. And I just wanted to make a quick little video about it. And, I don't know. I want to get back into making content properly. Like, it's... Yeah, I want content accuracy. I want to get back into making content properly. I've missed it. I've missed it a lot. And, I don't know. I just want to, ease back into it. I want to get an actual set up in here so I can, do stuff. I want that skip skin so much. I still got it. I've been doing a bunch of map completion and stuff to try to get more keys to get it. I'm just like, I want that skip skin. Just because I've been doing a lot of fishing. Yeah, I don't know. I forgot what I was saying. I was too busy flying my glider, my griffin. But yeah, no, I've just been, I'm doing okay. I mean, overall, as anyone can be these days. Answer existential despair and all that, but I'm still alive, and I'm hanging in here. I'm still programming away on Librarian Adil, and it's coming along very nicely. I'm very happy, especially with some recent stuff that I've been doing. And, but yeah. Well, I hope to make some more stuff, an actual proper update video, and be like, okay, what am I planning to do with the channel? And hopefully it will be less than a year before I make my next video. Hopefully, I would like to get back to at least one a week. But I'll get there. Well, thanks for joining me, and thanks for stopping back in. I know it's been a while, and I'm sorry. But, hang in, everyone. It's been a rough few years, and it's likely to stay being rough for the foreseeable futures, but just be safe. Take care of the people around you. And for the first time in a while, may your story smile upon you.